Okay, so basahin muna natin yung question. So for number 1, we have cotangent alpha equal to negative 12 over 5 with cosecant alpha negative. And we have cosecant beta over 4 equal to square root of 13 over 2, where beta over 4 is between pi over 2 and pi. So, nasaan banda yung kung pi over 2 and pi? Feeling ko may ano to. Tama pala. Pi over 2 and pi, nasa quadrant 2 siya. So, evaluate the following. So, number 1, or find the value of the following, sine alpha and cosine alpha. Itong dalawang to. Yung number 3, this one. Number 4, tangent alpha minus beta over 4. So, ito, kumbaga, bahala kayo kung paano nyo gagamitin yung identities. Okay, to your advantage. And for test 2, find the numerical value of this and this. 17 pi over 4, siguro pwede na natin skip yung 17 pi over 4 kasi nagawa na natin yan, no? Kasi may over 4, magko-coterminal angles ka lang. And then number 2, 2 sine, ano ba yung mga mingming na yan? Ito kasi ayun, no? Maghaharutan kasi sila. So, 2 sine 25 degrees, cosine 25 degrees, secant 40 degrees. And then, test 3, let us prove this thing. Okay? Ay, ang kulit. Nagsasapakan na yung dalawang pusa rito. Okay? So, start tayo sa 1. Isa-isa lang, of course. Actually, parang medyo ganito yung format ng mga exam sa math. Kumbaga may ibibigay na something tapos hanapin niyo yung mga something na na hinihingi niya. Marami siyang hinihingi, konti lang ang binibigay. Charot. Gusto ko color white yung template natin. Okay, so number 1 muna tayo. Test 1, number 1. Okay, so ang gusto niya, sine alpha and cosine alpha. But we already have what? Meron na tayong cotangent. Di ba yun yung mga lesson natin last time? Yung bibigyan ka ng isang trig function value tapos hahanapin mo yung iba. In this case, pinapahanap niyo si sine alpha and cosine alpha. Meron kang cotangent. You can use the XYR method here para mabilis na lang siyang gawin. Okay, but we know that cotangent is x over y. So you can take ito yung kailangan careful, no? Kasi we have a negative sign. So, it's possible na x is negative 12, y is 5, or x is 12 and y is negative 5. So, kanino natin ibibigay negative? Dito siya mag-depend. Okay, so let us identify na sa quadrant si alpha. So, we know that cotangent is negative. Sabi ni all sinta ko. So, in quadrant 1, everything is positive. So, hindi na siya pwedeng mapunta doon. In quadrant 3, tangent and cotangent are positive. So, the possibilities na lang are alpha is in quadrant 2 or quadrant 4. But it says here, cosecant is negative. But in quadrant 2, sine is positive and its reciprocal is positive. So, cosecant is positive in quadrant 2. So, hindi na siya pwede. So, we're left with quadrant 4. So, alpha is in quadrant 4. So, meaning x is positive, y is negative. So, we take x equal to 12 and y equal to negative 5. And then the last step, you compute for R. Dito yung maraming namamali. Diba sabi ko from the previous meeting na hindi kinocompute yung R. So you always compute for R. So R is square root of x square plus y square Or square root of x squared is 144, y squared is 25, or square root of 169. What is the square root of 169? That is 13. Because from there, makukuha mo na yung sine alpha and cosine alpha. So we know sine alpha is y over r, or what is y? Negative 5. R is 13. So meron na tayong sine alpha and cosine alpha is x over r. X over r. X is 12 and r is 13. Okay, so warm up pa lang yan. So alam pa natin yung lesson na yan. Actually, kaya niya pinapahanap yan, yung sine alpha and cosine alpha, because you're going to use that for the other items. Okay? So, test ano na tayo? Test 2. Sige. Okay, punta tayo sa test 2. Actually, parang review na rin to for the second long exam kasi kasali yung earlier lessons natin. So, parang kay test 2, tingnan ninyo. We have cosine beta over 4 and sine beta over 4. Yun yung pinapahanap. And we have cosecant. So, kung ano yung ginawa natin sa number 1, gagawin din natin siya sa number 2. And as you can observe, naka-beta over 4 naman lahat yan. So, we have no problem. So, cosecant, beta over 4 is square root of 13 over 2. But according to our formula, what is cosecant beta over 4? Or what is the formula for cosecant? That is y over r. Or r over y. Okay, dito wala nang lusot kasi r is always positive. So you can take r equal to square root of 13. So magiging y equal to 2. Okay? And then nasaan ba ang ating beta over 4? So according to this one, beta over 4 is between pi over 2 and pi. So this is pi over 2. This is pi. So somewhere andito si beta over 4. You're in quadrant 2. Okay, clear ba yun? Sige, usog ko muna ha. So ang in-expect mong x value for this item, for number 2 is negative because beta over 4 is in quadrant 2. So we use the formula r equal to square root of x squared plus y squared. Excuse me. So r is square root of 13 x squared plus 2 squared. Tapos square both sides, no? Magiging 13 equal to x squared plus 4. Lipat si 4 sa kabila, you get 9 equal to x squared. So square root of both sides, x is plus minus 3. But according to this one, beta over 4 is in quadrant 2, therefore x is negative. Sulat natin because beta over 4 is in quadrant 2. Kaya mahanap na natin si cosine beta over 4 and sine beta over 4. X over r, x is negative 3, r is square root of 13. So gaya ng sabi ko, hindi naman kailangan nagra-rationalize. It's a thing of the past. Charot. Ano yung very high school. Kaya lang naman nagpapa-rationalize para pare-pareha kasi kayo ng sagot para madaling checkan. Okay, nakuha ba ng first two items? Ito yung previous lesson lang natin. Okay? So, punta tayo sa number 3. Actually, madali lang yung 3. Yung preparation sa 3 yung medyo mahirap. So, number 3, you want to find sine pi over 2 minus beta over 2. Looks family. Di ba familiar yan? Pag may pi over 2 minus something ka, ano kayang gagamitin natin? Gagamit tayo ng cofunction identities. Let us recall the cofunction identities. Cosine, yung pinakauna is cosine pi over 2 minus theta, it becomes what? Magiging sine lang siya, no? Sine of theta. At yung kapamilya niya, yung kabarkada niya is yung sine pi over 2 minus theta, it becomes cosine theta. Napapansin niyo yung pangalan nila? Papalitan lang. Cosine, sine. Sine, cosine. So, kapag pinalitan niyo yung cosine by cotangent, magiging tangent na lang siya. And tangent pi over 2 minus theta is cotangent theta. And the last pair, sino sa tingin ninyo? Cosecant pi over 2 minus theta. Yes, correct, Roxanne. Tawag dito, cosecant and secant. Ang galing, no? Ano ba itong mga pusang to? Secant pi over 2 minus theta is cosecant theta. Yan. So, yun yung cofunction identities. Anak ito ng sum and difference identities. Pero maganda na siya, kabisado siya, no? So, for number 3, sine pi over 2 minus beta over 2. So, using the cofunction identities, nandito siya, no? Pi over 2 minus something. Pi over 2 minus something. So, ang hinahanap mo lang talaga ay cosine beta over 2 lang siya. Right? Okay? Nagets ba yun? Bale, your theta is beta over 2. Ito yung theta mo. Okay? Ay, so, dito na papasok. Cosine beta over 2. Harutan kayo ng harutan. So, cosine beta over 2. So, paano natin magagamit yung identities to our advantage? Ang meron tayo, cosine beta over 4. Of course, si alpha hindi mo gagamitin, no? Kasi wala ka namang alpha na nakikita for number 3. So, kung titignan niyo yung cosine beta over 2, in relation to beta over 4, this is twice ni beta over 4. Tama? Okay, so meron kang twice of an angle. Cosine twice of an angle. So, anong identities ang gagamitin? Yes, double angle identities ang gagamitin natin. Correct kayo dyan, Aaron and and Roxanne. So, kailangan nating alalahanin ng double angle identities. Usog ko lang to ha, para may space ako ng susulatan for the double angle. Okay, so ano yung mga double angle identities? Na may identities, no? For cosine 2 theta, tatlo yung itsura niya, no? Pero yung pinakasikat is cos square minus sine square. Pwede mo rin gamitin yung 2 cos square theta minus 1. Or pwede rin 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Depende kung ano yung available. Kung meron kang cosine square, sine square, tapos madaling compute to, then you can use that. Kapag cosine lang ang meron ka, you can use this. Pag sine lang ang meron ka, you can use this one. Okay? So, how about sine 2 theta? That is the same as 2 sine theta cos theta. And tangent 2 theta is 2 tangent theta all over 1 minus tangent squared theta. Okay, so yan yung mga double angle identities. So naka-cosine tayo. Ito yung theta natin. Okay? So sino dito sa tatlo ang gusto ninyong gamitin? Basically, kahit sino pwede nyong gamitin yun. Kasi, sa previous item, meron kang cosine and sine beta over 4. So kahit sino doon sa tatlong to, pwede mong gamitin. So gamitin na lang natin yung, siguro yung pangalawa. Okay. So this is the same as 2 cosine square. Ito yung theta mo ha, beta over 4. Beta over 4 minus 1. In-apply natin ito. And you know the value of cosine beta over 4. Cosine beta over 4 is this one. Negative, wala ba't delay yung screen ko? Ayan. Negative 3 over square root of 13. Which is, ano ito? Square get 9 over 13 minus 1. Or 18 over 13 minus 1. 18 over 13 minus 13 over 13, which is the same as 5 over 13. Okay, may questions ba for number 13? Okay, so punta tayo dun sa last item. So pinapahanap sa'yo sa number 4, tangent alpha minus beta over 4. So sa exam, medyo expect nyo na parang ganito yung mga lumalabas. Okay, so anong identity ang gagamitin rito? Yes, sum and difference kasi yung angle mo ay may difference. So let us recall the sum and difference identities. So ano yun? Cosine. What is cosine alpha plus beta? Anong palatandaan dito? Sabi ko sa video, it is cos, cos, sin, sin. Yes, very good. Cos, cos, sin, sin. And sa cosine, babalik na rin niyo yung sign, di ba? So if this is a plus, minus sa kabila. And if this is a minus, plus sa right. And for sine, it's sin, cos, cosine. Ang maganda naman sa sign, just copy the sign here. Kung minus sa left, minus sa right. And for tangent, let's say tangent alpha plus beta. This is the same as tan alpha plus tangent beta all over 1 minus yung product nung nasa numerator, nung term sa numerator. And if this is a minus sign, babalik ka rin nyo lang lahat ng sign sa kabila. So if this is a minus sign, minus sa numerator, plus sa denominator. So let us apply itong sum and difference identities to number 4. So we're going to use this one, this is a tangent, and you have a minus sign here. So, anong nangyari? Yung beta, naging beta over 4 lang. Ganun lang natin beta over 4 lahat ng beta. Okay? So, we get tangent alpha minus tangent beta over 4 all over 1 minus tan alpha, magiging plus na siya, tan alpha tan beta over 4. Tama ba yun? Minus plus. Okay? And after that, we just supply these missing values. Okay? So, pwede kayo mag-scratch muna sa gilid. So, what is tangent alpha? Di ba meron ka ng mga stuff tungkol sa alpha? Ito, oh. So, kopyahin nga natin to. Mukhang kailangan natin siya. Let us resize. Okay, so what do we need for this problem? We need tangent alpha. Tangent alpha is sin alpha divided by cos alpha. Pero meron na tayo nun, diba? Ito sila. What is sine over cosine? Negative 5 over 13. You divide by cosine, so you just multiply by the reciprocal of cosine, which is 13 over 12 or negative 5 over 12. So itong tangent alpha is negative 5 over 12. I need space. And tangent beta over 4, ganun din, sine beta over 4 divided by cosine beta over 4. Which is the same as sine beta over 4 is 2 over square root of 13. You divide by cosine, so you just multiply by the reciprocal of cosine. The reciprocal of cosine is negative, square root of 13. Square root of 13 over 3. Which is negative 2/3 kasi cancel na pa. Question so far? Okay, sa mukhang wala naman. So, plug in na lang natin ito. Ito, dito. So, expect nyo medyo maano to, medyo matrabaho siyang computation kasi ang dami niyang hinihingi. So, negative 5/12 minus negative 2/3 all over 1 plus the product of the two. Ayan. The numerator becomes negative 5/12 plus 2/3 all over 1 plus, what's this? 10/36, right? Paano sinisimplify ito? Multiply ka ng 36/36 sa numerator and denominator para mawala yung complex fraction. 36 times this, magiging 3. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. Plus 12 times 2, 24. Divided by 36 plus 10. Which is, ilan ito? 9/46. So, yan ang final answer. 9/46. Pa-check nga yung addition ko. Tama naman yung addition ko, no? So, that is for number 4. Okay, so patapos na tayo. Dun sa evaluate, isa lang gagawin natin kasi tawag dito. Hindi, dati pa nating lesson si number 1. Okay, so this is for number 2. Let us find the exact value of this. Ano kayo sa tingin ninyo? Gusto niyo try? Sige, bigyan ko kayo ng 5 minutes para gawin to. Para isipin muna siya. Okay, so 5 minutes ha. So try natin kung may isip. Without using a calculator, of course. Cute. Naisip niyo na ba kung paano siya? So gawin na natin siya. Fun tong problem na to actually. Ito, hindi ba suspicious tong part na to? Di ba sabi natin, sin equal lang 2 sin theta cos theta. This is the same as sin 2 theta by the double angle identity. So this part is the same as sin twice na 25 degrees. Your theta here is 25. So twice of 25 degrees is 50 degrees. Tapos, nagsasapakan na naman yung mga pusang to. Ayan, we're back. So, sorry. Naaway ako ng pusa namin. So, hindi ba suspicious rin to? Tingnan niyo yung sum ng angles na to. 90 degrees, diba? At anong sabi ng cofunction identities? Sin pi over 2 minus theta is cosine theta. So, eto, naka-radians. Kasi pi over 2. Pero kung naka-degrees ka, this is sine 90 degrees minus theta equal to cosine theta. So, if you want to write this one as cosine, aray, trip talaga ako ng pusa namin. So, magiging ano na siya, cosine 90 minus 50 degrees. So, in-apply lang natin ito. Sulat nga natin yung isa. Cosine 90 degrees minus theta is sine theta. In-apply natin ito. So, ito yung 50 degrees. Okay. So, we get cosine 40 degrees times secant 40 degrees. Na diba sabi natin, cosine and secant are reciprocals. Kaya ang sagot dyan ay 1. Pwede actually natin yung i-verify using a calculator. 25 cosine 25. So, secant 40. Hala, walang secant tong calcu ko. Pero pwede naman natin siyang gawing divided by cosine na lang. Cosine 40 degrees. At kung makikita nyo, ang sagot nga ay 1. Galing diba? Pwede na kayong human calculator. Okay. So, ano yung last item natin? Proving part. Yes, proving part. Tapos ano na tayo? Pwede na tayong mag-uwian. Okay, so let us prove this identity. So gaya ng sabi ko, when proving identities, mag-start doon sa mas complicated. So in this case, which is more complicated, although complicated is subjective, pagdating sa math. So saan nyo gusto mag-start? Sa left or sa right? Which do you prefer? So ano napupulsuhan ng madla? Okay, sa right daw, sabi ni Aero. Sige, gawin na lang natin both. Okay, so start tayo sa right. So we start here. 2 over cotangent x plus tangent x. Pero sabi ko, kokopyahin muna kung saan ka magsa-start. Tapos doon ka palang gagawa ng mga steps. Okay, so anong technique ang gagawin dito? Pansinin niyo, may plus sa denominator. Actually, maraming paraan ng paggawa nito. Anong naiisip ninyong paraan? Sige, susundan natin yon para inline sa nyo, sa thinking nyo. Ano sa tingin mo? Ano yung naiisip mo, Aaron? Bakit sa right mo gusto magsimula? Sige, try natin yung suggestion ni Aaron na multiply by this, pero gagawin lang natin minus sign. Walang ginagawa sa'yo po sa akin, kinakagat mo ako. So, anong lalabas? Sa numerator, papahin lang muna natin, ha? Yung ilalim, magiging cotangent square minus tangent square x. Tapos, ano kaya? Hmm, hindi ko rin alam ang gagawin pag nag-multiply ng something over something. Parang humirap, no? Kasi kung gagamit tayo ng Pythagorean identity, 1 plus cot square theta equal to cosecant square theta, no? Hindi magkasama yung cotangent tsaka tangent dun sa formula. Right? So, kapag ganyan, parang isip ka rin mong paraan. Or if you don't know what to do, sabi ko kahapon, if you don't know what to do, express everything in terms of sine and cosine. Yes, tama ka dyan, ano. Yes, tama si Roxanne tsaka si Cynthia na gagawin mong sine cosine yung cotangent. Pwede yun. Bakit yun yung best for this item? Kasi etong sine 2x is the same as 2 sine x cos x. Naka-sine and cosine siya. That's why it's better if yung right-hand side, gagawin mo siyang sine and cosine. So, try natin. So, sana mag-work siya. So, ganun sa proving, pwedeng hindi mag-work yung una ninyong maisip. So, pag hindi nag-work yon, think of another way. So, cotangent is cosine x over sine x plus tangent is sine x over cos x. Sana mag-work. Let us combine the denominator. Tuk, tuk, tuk. Magiging cosine square x plus sine square x all over sine x cos x, which is magiging 2 times reciprocal but we know that this thing is 1. So, ang lalabas ay 2 sine x cos x, which is sine 2x. Yes. Okay, paano kung trip ko magsimula sa right? Sa left pala. Kuwari dito ako nagsimula. Paano ko yung papapuntahin dito? Ang gagawin ko lang, sine, pabalik lang. Okay. Although mas mahirap yun, no? Kasi nagsimula ka sa mas simple, tapos gagawin mo siyang complicated. Kaya tinuturo sa atin every time, nagsisimplify ng mga bagay. Okay, may questions ba dito sa proving part na ito? Or baka meron pa kayong problems na gustong sagutan, lalo na sa proving. Uh, wala internet. Okay, meron ata exercises sa slides. So, kunin natin yun. Siguro isa pang proving, no? Feeling ko bitin ng isa eh. So, let's try to prove this identity. Cosecant 2 theta minus cotangent 2 theta equal to tangent theta raw. So, start tayo sa left kasi mas complicated siya. Right. Tapos, kailangan magamit yung mga identities, diba? Cosecant is 1 over sine. And cotangent is 1 over... Hindi, mamaya na lang natin pakita. Gawin nating sine and cosine lahat, tsaka tangent lang. Si 1 over sine 2 theta is 1 over 2 sine theta cos theta. Okay, but we know saan equal ang tangent 2 theta. This is 2 tangent 1 minus tangent square theta. So cotangent, you get the reciprocal of this. So you get the reciprocal of this. Tapos, ano kaya mangyayari dyan? Kailangan maging ano siya, maging tangent lang, no? So try natin i-combine to as a single fraction. So, paano natin makukuha ang common denominator? Yung first one, pwede ako mag-multiply sa numerator ng secant square. Sa denominator, secant square. Kasi ito kokopyahin lang natin. Ginawa ko yun para ma-combine natin as single fraction. So makikita niyo rito kung paano. So you know that cosine times secant is 1. So in this product, ang may iwan, secant na lang. And then copy this. Ayan. Pero saan equal ang secant theta? Secant is 1 over cosine. So you have sine over cosine, which is tangent. Makuha natin secant square theta over 2 tangent theta minus 1 minus tangent square theta divided by 2 tangent theta. Kailangan maging tangent lang tong buong thing na yan, ha? Kasi yun yung pinoprove natin. Okay? So, same na ng denominator. So, pwede na natin pagsamahin. So, secant square theta minus 1 minus negative tangent. So, you get negative 1 plus yung tangent square. Hindi ba suspicious to? Magkasama ang may mga secant square at tangent square. So, gagamit tayo dito ng Pythagorean identities. Right? So, sabi ni Cynthia, secant square is equal to 1 plus tangent square. Yes, correct na correct ka dyan, Cynthia. So, secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tangent square theta. So, we replace this by this. So, meron tayong 1 plus tangent square theta minus 1. Cancel yung mga 1. So, magkakaroon tayo sa numerator na 2 tangent square theta divided by 2 tangent theta, which is the same as cancel yung mga 2 tangent theta. Okay? Kit ng problem na to, no? Or kung hindi nyo talaga siya maisip, gawin yung sine at cosine lahat. So from here, gawin nyo na siyang sine at cosine lahat. Tapos sa dulo, ang matitira sa inyo dyan ay sine theta over cos theta, which is tangent theta.